Hi everybody, welcome once again, and in today's video I will explain you the determination of equilibrium output in the goods market. Assuming that exports and imports are zero, we can write demand for goods as a sum of consumption, investment and government spending. We can write consumption as a sum of autonomous consumption and induced consumption, and investment is investment is an exogenous variable. Here it is given, so we can write demand for goods as the sum of consumption, investment and government spending. Let's now turn to equilibrium in the goods market and the relation between production and demand. If firms hold inventory, then production and demand need not be equal. For example, firms can satisfy an increase in demand by drawing upon their inventories, that is by having negative inventory investment. They can respond to decrease in demand by continuing to produce and accumulating inventories, that is positive inventory investment. Replacing demand from its expression in equation 2, we get Y is the sum of C bar plus C1 investment, government spending. Equilibrium production is equal to demand. Note that we are using the same symbol Y for both production and income, and this is not by accident. If you remember, in my earlier video I have explained that we can look at the GDP from both production side and income side. From the production side, GDP is a sum of final money value of goods produced in a given period of time, and from the income side it is a sum of factor income generated in the economy during a given period of time. Now let's rewrite the equilibrium equation, and here we have now if I move this C1Y to the left side, rearranging right hand side of the equation and by dividing both sides by 1 minus C1, we get the equilibrium condition as this, and this 1 minus C1 represents multiplier, where the C1 represents marginal propensity to consume. Higher the value of C1, higher will be the value of multiplier. The concept of multiplier will be discussing in the next video, and this portion represents autonomous spending. This spending does not depend on the level of output, therefore it is termed as autonomous spending. Now let's draw a graph to show this equilibrium condition. As you know that production and demand are identically equal, so we have shown this relation with the help of a 45-degree line, and this line has a slope equal to 1. Relation between demand and income is shown here, where this represents autonomous spending, and the demand depends on autonomous spending and on income through its effect on consumption. The relation between demand and income is shown by Z in the graph. The vertical intercept represents demand at zero income. It is represented as autonomous spending here. The slope of the line here is represented by C1, or marginal propensity to consume. Since marginal propensity to consume is positive but less than 1, so the slope of the line will be less than 1. output Y occurs at the intersection of the 45-degree line and the demand function. To the left of A, demand exceeds production, and to the right of A, production exceeds demand. It is only at point A that both production and demand are equal to each other.